Hello and welcome to another edition of Quantum Insights. In this edition, I want to focus on mastering your intuition. And for those of you that have checked out my YouTube channel and 50 or so videos that I have on there, I often speak or lean into becoming the master of intuition. And before we dive deeper into just what is intuition and look at some pragmatic examples of how you can put your intuition to work in the world to manifest, well, your dreams, so to speak, I'd like to just put it in the context of perception, because intuition is a deep, deep insight into your intuition. And there are really two perceptions. Everything is a perceptual reality. One of them is a perceptual reality, a lens that sees things through separation, through bodies. My body, your body, subject, object, you get it. I'm here, you're there, I'm here, nature's there. All of those type of things. And that perceptual reality is one of the ego thought system. And as I said, it sees everything in terms of its differentiation. And as a result of that, it creates another type of reality, which is very dualistic, it is very conflicted, it's full of all kinds of challenges, and it's very problematic. Now, I'm not going to get off on that tangent today, but I wanted to put that in the context of the other perceptual reality, because the ego thought system as a lens of perception is one of just your five sensory nature. Whereas the other perceptual reality is one of your multi-sensory nature. And it's one of your greater totality, your universal nature. This is the part of ourselves that I refer to as your genius. And the question I'm going to pose to you is, are you in a level of discernment where you know if you're looking through the lens of separation and ego thought system, or are you looking through the lens of your genius, your spirit, your higher nature, your universal nature? Because in the development and mastery of intuition, which is a deeper intuitive knowing, it's a knowing that is transcendent of thoughts that emerge from the brain. It's actually a vibrational frequency that is often can be looked at in terms of alpha and delta and even theta wavelengths. And we can get into those places often through mindful practices and meditation practices. But I want to speak to you about is how to apply that in your everyday life experience. In other words, how to bring your deeper intuitive nature into your reality so that you're actually seeing things that are happening in your environment before they even happen. I mean, obviously, when maybe an accident or something traumatic is occurring, everything slows down into just very slow motion, so to speak. So what I'm going to suggest here is that we see the world from an intuitive, perceptual lens of a unified field, which is our multisensory aspect. Now, here's an example that I've really been leaning into. I've been traveling here in the Italian Dolomites for the last few months, and last couple months actually. And I asked myself, why is it that I'm here? Did I decide to come to this environment? And did I really plan to do what I've been doing and all the things that have been happening? Well, to a certain degree, on a practical, pragmatic level, the answer is yes. Of course, I needed to get my flight set up. I want to have a place, so to speak. But on the other hand, when I got here and I begin to listen to the sounds of nature, I begin to touch the soil and eat the rich, vibrant food that grows here, I begin to realize that this place, this magical place here in the Dolomites, was actually calling me. In other words, intuitively, I was listening more deeply over the last couple years of wanting to come to a rich, fertile, vibrant, powerful environment to see and perceive the world in a new and different way, to allow my consciousness to expand, my cutting edge consciousness, so to speak, to expand into new fields of opportunity, new fields of awareness, new fields of deep insight. And that's when we're in intuition, because that's when we follow the intuition. And that comes through solitude, my friends. That comes through deep listening to that which is emerging within yourself. Of course, I've often referred to that as your soul sage, but it's really your genius that's calling you to explore the power of your perception that's really founded in your multi-sensory nature of your intuition. Now, of course, the perception in the lens of ego and separation and duality is important as well, because it allows us to function in the world. It's not a matter of one or another. It's really a matter of how powerful is your discerning abilities to lean into what perception lens you want to look through. So I hope this little quantum edition has been helpful for you to lean into your deeper intuition, to know the power that you have to choose which perceptual lens you want. Because ultimately, what we realize as we evolve our consciousness and to become aware, there is only one perceptual lens, and that's the lens of wholeness. That's the lens of a unified field, of our multi-sensory, multi-dimensional nature. That's our 5D human that's emerging, and I encourage you to be in practice to examine what lens you're looking through, because there is a choice. And the power of coming to places that call us, the power of coming to people that call us, is where the magic happens. And that's where we can quantum leap into our truest, most powerful nature. Anyway, blessings to you and Godspeed. I look forward to hearing from you, and if you're interested, please check out my YouTube channel and subscribe, because I've got a lot more of these quantum insights to share with you. Take care and have a great day.